So hi guys, it's Tamara Hill. I want to talk a little bit about two important things that I think would be really interesting for us to talk about. One is the Therapeutic Alliance and the Therapeutic Bond, and the other one is setting goals for the upcoming year. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. Let's talk about setting goals, and then we'll talk about and end on the Therapeutic Alliance and the Therapeutic Bond. So here we are in December. Can you believe it? It is December. I honestly found myself kind of shocked. I did not think that I would be in December this soon. I mean, honestly, I go in a store and I hear Christmas music and I'm like, it's warm outside. Like, it's not Christmas, you know? So I'm just kind of confused right now, really, because, you know, the weather is warm and it doesn't feel like Christmas to me. It just seems like, you know, I skipped over summer, I skipped over fall, and boom, I'm in December. So I'm sure I'm not alone on that one. But at this time of year, I think for me and a lot of other people, rearranging life and looking at what has happened over the last few months and kind of preparing for the year ahead, I think that's something that a lot of people do, not just me as a therapist or not just me as a woman, but I think a lot of people do that. And so I want to encourage you to set goals for yourself for the year 2018. I think 2018 is going to be an interesting year. We've already gone through so much in this country and in this world in 2017, and I can only imagine what's going to happen in 2018. I've always been of the belief that life progresses every year, that, you know, things drastically change every year, but it kind of sneaks up on us. So we never really know that things are changing until something happens in the new year and we're sort of kind of shaken and we realize that, wait a minute, 2017 really is over. It's 2018. All of these things are happening. What does this mean for our world? So I think with that being said, I think it's important to embrace mental health care and counseling, you know, to support you in moving into the new year. I know a lot of my clients are doing that. They are scheduling with me way in advance for spots and sessions for January, February, March. I even have some clients scheduled into May and June. They you know, I think they're awesome and they're wonderful for doing that, because I think they realize that every new year presents a new challenge, and every new year presents a new way of looking at life and thinking. And so my understanding is that they want to make sure that they have me to kind of help them, to kind of help support them in the upcoming year. So I think that's really good for you to think about as well. If you're a client or if you're someone who has a counselor or therapist, to just kind of think ahead of December. What is January going to be like for me, and what am I going to be like after the holiday? I've also had clients say things like, I'm going to be depressed after the holiday, so I need a session right away. So I will be talking a little bit more about that, coping through the holidays, in our next video. Because I think that's something that a lot of my clients struggle with, and even some therapists too. So I will be talking about that, so stay tuned. But for the purposes of this video, I think we can talk a little bit about setting goals, and then I will, as I said, end on Therapeutic Alliance. So I think the first way to set a goal is to make sure that your goal is specific. And so when I sit down with clients, I give them a certain format and a certain formula on how to actually set their goals and what days to do it. So I often suggest, instead of getting like a planner or a calendar, I suggest getting a journal. I am a journaler to my heart, if there's any such word. I love to journal. I journal my feelings, I journal my thoughts, I journal my clinical notes, I journal my goals and my aspirations for the next year. So I love journals. So I encourage you to just buy a simple journal or simple notebook and go ahead and write down Monday through Friday, and then you want to separate Saturday and Sunday. So I would do at the top of your page or the top of, you know, wherever journal, you know, notebook, whatever you use. You can even type this up as well in a Word document. Go ahead and put Monday through Friday, and then you want to add Saturday and Sunday. And so you want to set that page aside as your leisure calendar. Then you want to do the same thing on a different piece of paper, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and you want to make that your important life events calendar. And what I love about this is it kind of separates your life for you so that you don't see important things and leisure things all in one place where you're kind of like, oh my God, I have all this stuff to do. So I encourage clients to have 2 different books or 2 different journals for 2 different things. One for leisure, one for work and important events. What you want to do, and I often suggest this ahead of time, I often suggest this in sessions ahead of time, schedule your leisure stuff first. I think for all of us, most of us, if not all, we tend to schedule the important stuff first because, of course, it's important. But I encourage you to schedule the leisure things, right? Schedule your self-care, schedule your weekends away, schedule your vacations, schedule your days off, your sick days, your vacation days. Schedule all that stuff first and then move to the important events. Once you do that, organize your weekends. So Saturday and Sunday. What are you going to do on Saturday and Sunday? Probably go grocery shopping, probably clean around the house, probably wash your clothes, probably get your hair done, go get your nails done, iron all your clothes for the week, set up all your wardrobe for the week, right? So you want to separate Monday through Friday on both calendars. Do you have any important events on Saturday and Sunday? If not, cross it off. Do you have leisure on Saturday and Sunday? If so, write it down. I think that's important to do. You're creating a separation in your mind that this is work, this is play. And I think that's a really good place to start when you need to incorporate more self-care. So once you do that, go ahead and get another piece of paper. So you have your weekly stuff, you have your monthly planner going, you know what you need to do each week. Now you want to set a goal, a specific goal. And I think setting a goal for 2018 is going to be important for a lot of us. There's so many things happening in our lives this year and so many things happening in the world that I think setting a specific goal or a variety of specific goals is going to be helpful to you. So get another piece of paper and let's start with SMART goals. And so what you can do is spell the word SMART in caps, S-M-A-R-T, and make them columns. So maybe S and then a line, M, another line, right? Make it a column. And for S is specific, and you want to make your goal as specific as possible. Is your goal to have a YouTube channel and get 1,000 subscribers? Is your goal to write the next book for parents or for teachers or daycare workers? You know, is your goal to teach your child how to be potty trained? Is your goal to get a new job in 2018, right? So you want to have a specific goal, not just a goal that's very broad, like, I think I'm going to go to college, even though I'm not sure, and even though I haven't applied for loans, and even though I haven't looked for colleges, I think I'll go to college. You want to have a very specific goal, so make sure that it is specific, right? I need to apply for colleges, or I need to take more time off, or I need to build my YouTube channel, right? You want a very specific goal. Next, for the M would be measurable, right? How will you measure your progress? Will you be able, over the course of so many months or so many weeks, how are you going to measure that you are making progress, right? Do you want to earn 500 subscribers before April? That'll show you that you're on the track to getting 1,000 subscribers. Do you want to potty train your child in January and be done by March? That will show you that you have stayed on track, right? So measurable, you have that specific goal, but then you also want to be able to measure it. Like, how will I know that I'm on the right track, right? The A in SMART, so S-M-A, is achievable, right? How will you achieve this goal? Will you need to rely on your family? Will you need to rely on yourself? Will you need to get more sleep? Will you need to put out more YouTube videos, right? What do you need to do to make this goal achievable, and can you achieve it, right? R is for realistic. Is it realistic? Is it realistic to earn 1 million subscribers and you've only been on YouTube for 1 month? That is very unrealistic, right? Unless you're very popular. So you want to make sure that it's a realistic goal. Can you potty train your child in January and be done by February? Maybe. It depends on how fast your kid learns. Depends on a lot of variety variables or a variety of things, right? So you want to make sure that your goal is realistic, and last but not least, timely, right? So how will you know that you have concluded your goal and completed successfully your goal, right? So do you want to start building YouTube subscribers in January and be done by August? That might be a really nice time frame to earn 1,000 subscribers if you work really hard. So you want to be able to make it timely. So SMART is specific, M is measurable, A is achievable, R is realistic, and T is timely. All right, guys. So last but not least, I think moving into the new year, I think it's important to keep in mind counseling and psychotherapy. I did mention this at the very beginning that I encourage you to pursue counseling or therapy. You may want to look at the therapeutic relationship. You also might want to set some goals with your therapist and see how far along you've come, or see what the therapist has in mind for you in the new year. Do they want you to, come to therapy once or twice a week? Do they want you to slow down therapy? What is it that you guys are working on? I think that's important to keep in mind. The other piece of the therapeutic relationship is the bond. I think therapeutic bond is extraordinarily important. So, while we're scheduling things and setting goals for the new year, I think we need to keep our mind on bonding, right? Bonding, period. Not just with the therapist, but bonding with our loved one, bonding with our family, our coworkers, right? Creating those lasting relationships are extraordinarily important, as you know. So I do want to encourage you to do that. I also want to encourage you that if you are seeing a therapist, you do want to look at the relationship and ask yourself, do we have a therapeutic alliance? Do we have a therapeutic bond? And if we do, how strong is it, right? Are we tolerating each other, or are we actually making progress? So I think that's something to keep in mind. Also, I want to add that if you end up getting the Kindle, Nook, or paperback version of my upcoming book, Understanding and Helping Suicidal Teens, Therapeutic Strategies for Parents and Teachers, you will see in chapter 7, page 2, I talk a lot about the therapeutic bond. I will end up probably tweeting a sneak peek of that chapter. I think it is extraordinarily important for all clients and all individuals in therapy to have a therapeutic bond. One of the tools that I learned to use over the course of the 10 years I've been in psychotherapy has been the therapeutic alliance. Without that relationship, nothing else is going to work. So I would encourage you to kind of consider where your relationship with your therapist is. And if you do need a therapist in the upcoming year and don't have one, I do want to encourage you to look for a therapist who understands how important the relationship is. So I will be talking more about this in the next few videos. Stay tuned, because I will be posting that video pretty soon. I will also be posting a video on how to cope with the upcoming holiday. I realize that that's really pressuring for a lot of my clients, so I will be talking about that very soon. All right, guys, so thanks so much for being with me today, and I look forward to sending out some more videos. Stay tuned for more of my videos on anchoredinKnowledge.com, which is my personal website, and you will definitely catch more videos like this. I will also be giving you therapeutic tips that I give clients in sessions. If you have questions or would like me to cover a topic of interest to you, feel free to tweet me at TherapistT, that's my Twitter handle, or you can go to my website, anchoredinKnowledge.com, and contact me there. All right, guys, I will see you very soon, and